Good morning, ma'am. Are you Peyton Woodruff?
Yes, ma'am.
And Ms. Woodruff was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty in cause number 24, DCCR 1710, to the state jail felony offense of burglary of a building, and in cause number 25, DCCR 0426, to the second degree felony offense of robbery. I have received the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
State has to.
Any additions or corrections to that report?
The only correction I observed, Your Honor, was actually, I think it's a typo where they talk about moral, the MRT program, and they reference it as recognition. I think it's recognition.
Okay.
Misspelled. It's not,
Yeah.
I think that's the problem.
Okay.
Nothing from the state.
And Mr. Coleman has filed a sentencing memorandum as well as a request to state's motion to accumulate any sentences. Is that correct? Mr.
That's correct, Judge. I'm inclined to withdraw that motion to.
Thank you. All right. All right, Mr. Kimler, you may proceed.
Basically, Your Honor, I would defer to the pre-sentence report. It seems to contain all the information necessary for the court. In my mind, I'm not saying the court is bound to give a probation, but certainly the pre-sentence report certainly would tend, in my reading, to indicate that that would be the appropriate sentence. I think paramount in that analysis is the defendant's recognition of her failures and acceptance of responsibility. It's just clear from her rather articulate.
You can speak up, please.
It's just clear from her rather articulate expression of that in the pre-sentence report, where she accepts responsibility and seems to have enough insight and self-awareness to realize that she needs to make changes in her life to be successful. She has been successful in the past in light of criminal history. You can see from the report. And again, we would just defer to what appears to be the recommendation, the implied recommendation, I suppose, of the pre-sentence report to put her on probation.
Mr. Coleman?
Your Honor, this state has simply made its position clear in its sentencing memorandum. The series of events, notwithstanding her last criminal history, but that criminal episode that she engaged in, whereby she received 4 felony offenses of burglary, robbery, 2 possessions of a controlled substance, I think justifies a minimum jail sentence of 2 years on the robbery judge and a 24-month sentence on the state jail burglary and life concurrent.
The only thing I would observe, Your Honor, obviously that's a minimum sentence, and that would kind of be the easy way out. But the problem with that is it gives her felony convictions.
No, I'm not inclined. I mean, while I agree with Mr. Coleman that this was kind of a lot of things that happened very quickly, the lack of criminal history shows, in my opinion, that things were going on with regard to substance abuse and mental health. And I think this is a case that would be, I don't see any reason that there would not be a probation given that opportunity at least. So Ms. Woodruff, in cause number 24, DCCR 1710, I'm going to find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to defer all proceedings and place you on probation. In that case, that's the burglar of a building, for 5 years. You will be ordered to pay a $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. And I'll talk about those in just a minute. In cause number 25, DCCR 0426, also find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, but I'm going to defer all proceedings, place you on probation for 10 years in that case. You're ordered to pay a $500 fine, and you're ordered to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. You will, when you're on probation, they will do a substance abuse assessment, and then they will recommend whatever treatment. And whatever that treatment is that they recommend, whether it's inpatient, outpatient, if they think you need something, then you will be ordered to do it. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Also, you'll get a mental health assessment to see if there's anything that you need there to help you be successful. You will be ordered to follow all of those rules as well. You are to have no contact with the victims of the offenses. That's a Toni Morrison and Logan Kotlerich. Also, what is the relationship with John Toops?
He is my ex-boyfriend.
He's going to remain your ex-boyfriend. So you will have no contact or communication with him either. Do you understand? And so if you do everything that you're supposed to on these probations, this is an excellent opportunity. You're fairly young. You don't have criminal history. Obviously, you were going through, like I said, substance abuse issues and mental health issues, and you went all in pretty quickly. This is your opportunity to not be a convicted felon and to be able to serve any sentence while you're out on probation. The downside to that, though, is if you violate any condition of probation at all, you can be brought back into court. You could be found guilty, so you would be a convicted felon. And in the robbery case, you could go to prison for up to 20 years, and in the burglary, up to 2 years. Do you understand?
Yes.
I'm going to hand you, in each of these cases, the trial court certifications that shows that these were not agreements. And so you do have some rights to appeal. You can talk to Mr. Kimber about that. Yes, sir.
Your Honor, there's the matter of a pending drug case.
Yeah.
She was arrested in July 21st, 2024. Somehow our office has obtained a lab report from that case, but not the actual case referral. About 2 weeks ago, I put in a call to the sheriff's department, the narcotics department there at the sheriff's department, judge, and apparently returning phone calls is an outdated concept because I've not received a phone call back.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah, I was asked to leave a message for Donna in narcotics, and she has today not returned my phone call. So the Jefferson County, BPD, not Sheriff's Department. So the BPD case number is 2024-14337, and this disposition of these cases is intended to dispose of that case as well.
So if it does come into the office, you're going to not in time.
We'll decline
So
it.
that's the 2024 one. What about the 2025 case?
I'm happy. Well,
The PSI shows two. The PSI shows that July one from 2024, but it also shows a March of 2025.
I'm not aware. That would just, is there a case number with this?
No, it's just listed.
I don't have any heartburn over declining that one as well, Judge. I don't have a case number to put on record or anything like that.
Okay, if you'll just kind of watch for it, then we'll hopefully catch it. Y'all can catch it before it.
If the court wants to construe that as an agreement, then we would waive our right to an appeal. If that wants to, if we have an agreement that they're not going to be.
Well, that's what we would need to change all the paperwork. That's done. I can't imagine that getting a probation, there's going to be an appeal issue anyway. So, all right, good luck to you, ma'am. You can go back with the bailiff.
Thank you, y'all.